Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for this Wednesday. A local teen has been located. Also, Richmond Police are asking for the public's help on a cold case, and an update from Frankfort. That's all here today on Live at 5, plus local news, sports, and weather. That is all right here. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, we have a heartwarming update to share regarding a story we covered yesterday on Live at 5. Richmond Police Department has confirmed that the teenager reported missing on Monday has been found. Malachi Brown was located, as announced by the department last night. They extend their gratitude to the public for their assistance in locating the missing boy. At this time, no further details on the case have been disclosed. Good news there. Well, the Richmond Police Department is asking for the public's help with a cold case from 2022. Jefferson Mullins remains missing after last being seen near 108 Maple Hill Drive in Richmond. That was back on October the 6th of 2022. Richmond Police Department continues their investigation and urges the public's help in locating Mr. Mullins. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you are asked to please contact dispatch. That phone number, 859-624-4776, or you can always email aatkin@richmond.ky.us. That's aatkin@richmond.ky.us. Well, relative foster care was passed on from the Senate committee to the Senate floor this week in Frankfort, among other items on the agenda during the latest session of the state capitol. Keith West and Charles Baglin join us today with an update on that and other items at the forefront.
The Kentucky Senate Committee on Families and Children heard testimony on Senate Bill 151. Consider a minor child who is in danger of abuse by the parent, is removed from the home, and as an alternative to the foster care system, another family member, such as an aunt or grandparent, signs a document to take the child in. In the haste of the situation, no consideration is given on the financial impact this will entail should that arrangement continue long-term. Senate Bill 151 would amend current law, allowing the relative to access compensation for the child's ongoing needs. Bill sponsor Senator Julie Rocky Adams of Louisville says flexibility is long overdue for relative foster parents feeling the burden.
There is no doubt that our relative and fictive kin caregivers are making this one-time decision in real time under duress for a child and their family who is at risk of being harmed, abused, or neglected, with no ability to reassess or fully understand the impact that your decision will have on your personal finances.
Senate Bill 151 passed the Senate committee and now heads to the full Senate for consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
It's well known that firefighters risk their lives every day to protect the lives and property of the citizens that they serve. What is not well known is the silent killer that these firefighters may face after years of sacrifice. And that silent killer is cancer. The State House Local Government Committee heard testimony that firefighters have a 9% greater risk of developing cancer and a 14% higher rate of mortality once diagnosed. And since 2016, 70% of all in-line duty deaths are attributed to occupational cancer. House Bill 323, which was heard in the committee, would allow the Firefighter Foundation Program Fund to use funds for reimbursement of cancer screenings for firefighters. State Representative Sarah Stalker of House District 34 in Jefferson County, a co-sponsor of House Bill 323, explained her yes vote before the committee.
I have been in discussions myself with our firefighters, and this is desperately needed.
House Bill 323 passed in the House Local Government Committee and now heads to the full House for consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Keith and Charles, for that update from Frankfort. Well, we're learning more information on that crash that shut down I-75 yesterday afternoon. According to reports, 2 people were taken to the hospital following the crash. Police said at around 2:20 yesterday, a vehicle overturned on I-75 southbound at mile marker 99 just prior to the Clays Ferry exit ramp. Both the driver and the passenger were transported to be treated for injuries sustained in the crash. Police said the driver was critically injured and the passenger was expected to survive. The collision reconstruction unit investigated that accident, and the interstate was shut down at exit 104. Traffic was rerouted onto Old Richmond Road, and southbound lanes were closed for hours, significantly impacting southbound traffic during the evening commute. Well, in an address from the Berea Police Department during this past Tuesday's business meeting, Chief Jason Hayes reported that crime in Berea is down and police patrols are up. Chief Hayes noted during the meeting that the number of interactions police had with the public in 2023 increased from 2022 and that the number of reported crimes continued to decline from 2021. In 2022, Berea Police made 15,843 service calls, whereas in 23, it increased to 20,203 calls. When asked about the reason for the increase by Berea City Council member Katie Startzman, Hayes said that it was due to an intentional change in police quote policy, some that was a call from me last year to be a little more proactive. He further explained that officers were instructed to interact more with people, check more on businesses, and step up traffic enforcement. Hayes said that the increase over the previous year, or over 12 calls per day, which might not seem like that much, but if you're going to that domestic or DUI, that can be 2 or 3 hours out of your day, so that can add up. Possibly as a result of the new policy change, the number of reported crimes in Berea have decreased. According to Hayes, 620 crimes were reported in 21, 539 in 22, a decrease of 13%, and 458 in 2023. Hayes said, "We hope to continue that trend of decreasing crime throughout proactive policing, patrolling higher crime areas, and relying on statistics to direct where we patrol, and hopefully knock that number down even further this year." Regarding collisions, Hayes stated that there were 423 collisions reported last year. Richmond Road had the highest number of crashes at 50, followed by I-75 northbound with 45 and Walnut Meadow Road with 41. Close behind them was the Walmart parking lot at 40, which prompted Hayes to say that to watch when you're backing out of a spot or to park at the end of the row where no one is. He noted that because speeds can be a determining factor in the severity of traffic accidents, the Berea Police Department increased traffic stops in 2023 by 1,000 in comparison to 2022. 250 citations were issued. Hayes also noted that 4 accidents had been reported on Phase 2 of the Berea bypass. 2 of them occurred in or near the roundabout. In response to Chief Hayes' report, Councilman Jim Davis asked, "For one, I'm glad to see more blue lights flashing around town. We didn't see that for a long time, and they do appreciate it." Mayor Bruce Fraley pointed out the fact that Hayes was promoted to chief only a little over a year ago. Fraley told Hayes that they made it through the first year and you've done an outstanding job, so thank you for your good work and the report and the work that you do every day. That is the report from the Berea meeting. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got weather and sports still to come right here on Live at 5.
Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Welcome back to Live at 5. A beautiful sunny day here in the Bluegrass. We've got Todd in the Weather Center. Going to take a look at the forecast.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. Yeah, it was another mild day out there, and we should continue to hold on to these mild temps through the end of the week, but some changes on the way. We may have some showers and thunderstorms by the end of the week and into Saturday, and then trending colder next week with a chance of snow. But there was our view from north of town on I-75 today. Again, a few clouds drifting overhead, and the clouds will continue to thicken up overnight tonight, but it will be mild, 49 at 7 p.m., and then holding on to the lower 40s through most of the overnight hours. Could wake up to the upper 30s by early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be another mild day, as I mentioned. Some showers and possibly a couple of rumbles of thunder as we approach Friday and into Saturday. And then, as I mentioned, a rain-snow chance potentially next week with another developing storm system. Well, you may have heard of the very active weather out west, a lot of flooding in California. Pieces of that storm system, again, working east, noticing some light green showing up through the middle Mississippi Valley tomorrow. And then by Friday, it does look like that rain and some isolated thunder will be moving into the Ohio Valley and also the Tennessee Valley. But through 7 p.m. Friday, we're not looking at a ton of rain. It looks pretty isolated again late Thursday and into Friday, but a better chance Friday night and Saturday. So until then, we will have an increase in cloud cover. Off and on clouds will take us through our Thursday with a very mild day ahead. And again, some light precipitation off to the west, but temperatures tomorrow morning still quite a bit above average. Might see some near freezing temperatures south and east. But again, right around 40 degrees in Richmond, those southwesterly winds at around 20, 25 miles per hour throughout the day. Looking at highs around 60, though, in Richmond. Again, off and on clouds. That'll be well above average. And then looking at that isolated rain and thunder chance, again, later Friday into Saturday. Temperatures start to tumble a little bit with the chance of rain, maybe mixed with snow, early next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, exciting news for local workwear enthusiasts. Carhartt is introducing a fresh line of women's clothing just in time for the spring, all proudly made locally in Estill County. In a recent announcement, Carhartt revealed the women's spring 2024 collection tailored for women of every shape, size, and lifestyle. Featuring new sweatshirts and tees designed for both comfort and durability, these garments are touted as tough enough to tackle any hardworking task. The line is the result of feedback from real hardworking women. This collection is truly inspired by women, designed by women, and built for women who embody the essence of hard work. Carhartt has a long-standing tradition of providing quality clothing for women, dating back to the production of women's coveralls for industry workers back in 1917. The spring collection is now available to purchase all over the world. Well, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office has arrested a man in connection with the recent theft of a skid steer. The vehicle was stolen off Briley Road in the overnight hours of February the 2nd. On February the 5th, 41-year-old Franklin Collins of Manchester was arrested in Clay County on a warrant before being transported to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Collins is being charged with theft by unlawful taking, $10,000 or more. The stolen skid steer has not been recovered, and police are urging anyone that has any information regarding the theft to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. The Lexington Police Department is asking for the public's help in identifying the man seen in these photos. The man in question is possibly connected to a shooting that occurred last year. The shooting reportedly happened on the 24th of September on Wren Court. When police arrived at the scene, they found 38-year-old Taiwan Pearson with several bullet wounds. He was taken to the University of Kentucky Medical Center. Pearson died from those injuries. Police asked the public on January 10th to submit photos and videos taken the night and area of the shooting. Police believe that witnesses may have fled the scene. The Bluegrass Crime Stoppers released the images shown on February 7th in an attempt to identify the man shown. The Bluegrass Crime Stoppers state that detectives need to discuss the shooting with this man. If you have any information concerning the man's identity, you are asked to please call the Lexington Police Department. That phone number, 859-258-3600. You can also submit anonymous tips to the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers by calling 859-253-2020, online, bluegrasscrimestoppers.com, or through the P3 Tips app, available at p3tips.com. With that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Dawson Roll. He is coming up with the sports report. That is next here live at 5.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. I've been doing repair work for over 3 decades. Not only do we carry a large supply of Kentucky agate, we also have several lines of natural gemstones. We carry everything from small diamond earrings to large 3.5 carat studs. We have pearl necklaces and pearl earrings. We carry a large supply of gold hoops. 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. We're nationally known, we're locally owned.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
Welcome back to Live at 5. There's a lot of great sports events going on tonight in Madison County, with the headliner being the big EKU basketball game on ESPN tonight at 9. Here's sports anchor Dawson Rule with more.
It's a packed Wednesday at WBON TV. There's going to be some signings later today, and big games I'll be reporting on later in the evening. Till then, let's report on some scores and other upcoming things in the local sports world. To kick us off in basketball reports, I'll let the boys go first for once today. Madison Central's boys traveled to face Lexington Catholic last night and lost 48-36 on the road. Now on the other hand, Berea they played and got a big 11th region road victory, 51-43 over Frankfort High School. Coming up tonight, only one other boys team is set to play, and that is Model, as they'll be looking to steal a victory as they go travel to Nelson County, who's only 6-15 this year. Now, of course, on to our girls' team scores and updates. The only one to report on is the game the sports crew streamed last night, which was the Model girls picking up a big home victory against Jackson City by the score of 45-18. Maya Bidari, the senior, finished with 14 points, and the junior Riley Hunt had 10, with lots of rebounds. Alana Newbill had 7, and Piper Moore scored 6. So it was a great team effort for the Lady Patriots. Here are some of the highlights from the game.
Now in the hands of number 32, that's Piper Moore. Newbill. And the basket inside for Newbill. For Model, they're in a hurry the other way. Maya to Newbill. Steps into a 3 and drains it. For 6 points in the first, nothing since, but right on cue, Riley Hunt gets the ball inside off a beautiful feed and adds to her total now 8 points for her. 1:23 left to play in the first half. Right to Moore, spins away from the defender and puts it in. Nice shot for Piper Moore. She's got all 4 points from Model in this third quarter. Maya pokes it away, the steal, and at the other end, the 2 from Maya Bhandari. Unable to track down the rebound. Bhandari says, you know what? I was too close. Let's try a 3 and knock it down again.
Model will next play at home Saturday at 1 against Williamstown High. Now for Colonel fans all around, it is imperative that tonight at 9, you are in a seat at Baptist Health Arena at the Coliseum, as EKU will be playing a massive home ASUN game against Florida Gulf Coast, which will be broadcast on national television. ESPNU is going to be in Richmond to showcase this battle between two good conference teams. Gulf Coast is 4-5 in the league though, and they're desperate for a conference victory to stay afloat, while EKU is 8-1, and they need a win just as bad to keep a 2-game lead for first place from North Florida and Stetson, who are both lurking throughout February. Get there early and receive a free EKU basketball t-shirt and more. Now tonight, before the game, there's going to be a show that WBON TV will be broadcasting at 7:30. This show is going to be EKU football related, as new head coach Walt Wells and new signees will be joining today's show from the team, and they'll be interviewed to talk about EKU football and why they chose to come to school to play for the Maroon and White. While on the topic, Coach Wells spoke to the sports panel Monday night about various EKU football related events this offseason and today's signing day.
I mean, you know, our coaches have done a great job of working hard. We had our first signing class. That's in December. We really focused on our kids from the state that we've known about for years.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you just think about Brady Hensley, Cole Carpenter. We had some guys from Cincinnati that we consider in-state because it's only 2 hours away. I mean, it's closer than the western part of the state. And so, you know, Jack Chappell was one of those guys at North Laurel, and Englehart is up from Princeton and Cincinnati. So just some of the guys that we signed in that class, and then we went portal. And so, you know, the portal signing date is never. It's never ending. So it's basically when you start school, which we start Tuesday after Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. So we announced them on Wednesday once they went to class, and that solidifies them at least for a semester. And so we announced all those guys. Matt Morrissey being a quarterback transfer from Western Illinois. We had a couple guys transfers, offensive lineman Nick Bryan from Kent State, and Lim Coppinger from somewhere out in North Dakota or Idaho, excuse me. And then, you know, we had some other guys that came in on the defensive side of the ball from junior college and or from portal guys. So it was good to pick those guys up. They're in there working out right now. And then we actually had two early enrollees in Cole Carpenter and Jack Chappell's.
Yep.
That's going to be all for sports today. Thank you all for tuning in. And this is Dawson Rule with Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more here live at 5, including Wanted Wednesday. That's coming up next.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. We've got Wanted Wednesday. This week, the Kentucky State Police are looking for Michael J. Duff. Duff is 61 years old. That's Michael James Duff, 61 years old, is wanted for failing to comply with sex offender registry. He is listed as being 5 foot 4 inches tall with hazel eyes. He is being wanted from the State Police Post out of Elizabethtown. The phone number for that is 270-766-5078. However, if you have seen Michael James Duff, just contact your local KSP Post and report it. Again, Michael J. Duff, 61 years old, as our Wanted Wednesday for today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy this beautiful weather. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.